Hey there, two-wheeled friends. Welcome back for another episode on the Two-Wheeled channel. We got Mrs. Two-Wheeled out leading this ride. And today we're just gonna kind of go cruise around the lake a little bit. And we're gonna ask Mrs. Two-Wheeled, as a new rider, what kind of questions she has now that she's ridden. I don't know, I suppose you've been on the road. We kind of lost track. We were keeping track for a while, but it's probably like 6 or 8 times. I don't know, something like that. Got to be pretty close to that. So we'll roll the intro. When we come back, we'll talk to Mrs. Two-Wheeled. Thanks for joining us for our ride today. Got Mrs. Two-Wheeled on the 2007 Honda Shadow Spirit. It's a C2 model. It's a shaft-driven motorcycle. And you see me on the 2019 Road King Special. Like I said before the intro, Mrs. Two-Wheeled is a new beginner rider. So we're just kind of out taking it easy on some curves, getting her some practice. And thought maybe we should just ask her, now that she's got a little bit of seat time, I suppose maybe like 100 miles or so.
Is it that much?
It's probably pretty close. You know, if it's 6 times, and it's probably between 60 and 100, let's just say.
Okay.
So
that's fair.
I'm gonna kind of lean on you a little bit in this episode to kind of see is there any questions that you have that I can answer to the best of my ability?
Yeah. So as a new rider, I'm obviously a little more apt to taking, criticisms and what should I be doing better and things like that. So one of the things that I really noticed the past couple times that we've been on, and Dustin actually pointed this out, was that my speed control, I'm going faster than I need to. I realize that I'm going slower than I need to. And one of the things in one of the Shadow Day videos is we discovered my wrist placement, and I was, bending my wrist too much on the throttle, which was causing a lot of issues. So since I've gotten that under control when it comes to the takeoff from a complete stop, I feel like that's significantly better. But now, like even right now, I'm like, hey, I'm coming up on a curve, I have to slow down for some reason. I don't know why. The speed limit on this road is 30, but yet I find myself going in between that 25 and 35 mile per hour mark. So really what I'm interested in is, hearing from you when you were a newer rider, but then also from the YouTube community, how do you control your speed? Like right now, I'm slowing down. Don't know why, but I'm slowing down.
Yeah, and as the second bike following, I notice every time you slow down too, and I just kind of follow your pace, being that you're new and all that. But I will give my take on it. But yeah, leave your comment down below if you're watching this of what you do. We would like to hear what you do to kind of maintain your pace. But what I do is I kind of, the first thing is being in the appropriate gear for your speed. And you can kind of gauge by the sound of the bike a little bit. What's up, dude? you kind of giggle. Dude and dudette.
Right.
But I kind of gauge based on gear, the sound of the motor, and I don't know, you just kind of, your body kind of knows your speed a little bit too. But I don't want to say I lock my wrist, because I keep my arms nice and fluid and all that. But I do kind of lock my wrist in a way, it acts as a cruise control. even though I have cruise on this bike, I don't set it unless I'm out on the highway. So
Oh, like how bumpy that is.
yeah, I'm gonna kind of follow you out of there. Car's hood was open.
What?
That car's hood seemed like it was open.
Oh my.
So like right now, I'm in 4th gear, and I know I'm kind of at the bottom of 4th at 40 miles an hour. I could be in 3rd and be at the top. You should be in 4th gear, and you'll be kind of at that, I don't know, you'll just kind of just listen to kind of how the bike sounds right now.
Yeah.
And if it seems louder, you're going too fast. If it seems like it's bogging, you know you're going too slow. So
I think it's fine.
yeah, but yeah, I kind of lock my wrist down and kind of holds it. And like right now, we're slowing down, and I know we have a curve.
Yep.
And I know this wasn't really the question, but being that you slow down for the curve, it is okay 100% to slow down before the curve. But when you start the curve, you want to start accelerating out of the curve.
Yep.
And not be, you know, preferably not braking and all that. I mean, you kind of learn that in your course. If you do have to brake, you want to try to keep the bike as straight as possible.
Yep.
But yeah, leave your comment down below what you guys do.
And one of the things that the instructor said was, you know, where your ignition is next to your right thumb, you know, there's that flat piece of that, what is it, the box, whatever, you know, and they said put your thumb there and that'll help lock the wrist.
Yep.
But,
Yep, and actually when I first started riding, I did that. And this bike's a little bit of a reach for me to do it because I got the blinker right there. But yeah, I could, you know, I'm showing it on my cam. Yeah, I'm showing it on my camera right now, kind of what you're referring to.
yeah.
But then you can kind of hold that position.
Right. Oh crap, there we go.
So does that answer that a little bit for you?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'd be interested to see what other people kind of do, but I know, like I said, a lot of it was that wrist position, and I know this is kind of a weird road to talk about speed control because it's up and down and turning and everything.
Well, that's an exact reason to have speed control.
Yeah.
Because you want to, I mean, with hills and all that, you want to maintain your speed while you're going up the hills. And,
That's right.
and obviously, hills are a little bit of an exception for locking the wrist because you're going to have to give it a little bit. And good job going around that corner with your counterbalancing.
That was exhilarating.
Have we done this road yet?
No! We're gonna do it.
Okay.
We don't have anyone behind us. We got a vehicle in front of us. I think we'll be good. I have to remember, you know, the apex and looking where I want to turn and.
Yep, and I'm giving you 100% of the road in front. These curves are 25.
Yep, and I think what I'll do is I'll probably drop it down to 3rd, just to be a little safe.
Yeah, the first time I went around here, I was terrified. And I can easily take them at 40 now, but I would definitely recommend for you to slow down. Because it's not like it's just a little bit of a drop on the curve either, so you know, you go off right there, that's going to be a heck of a ride. So
this isn't a dirt bike is what you're saying?
Right.
You know, with being off the bike, and I suppose this could kind of be a segue into something else, but you know, being off the bike for, you know, a month, and then remembering the look where you want to turn
So like before we even started that turn, I was looking all the way over here about where that boat was to make sure, you know, what the road was like. And
yep. I'm with you.
so all of our internet friends got to watch you go around the sharpest, it's not even really a hairpin, but like S-curves that we have in this area.
Yeah, that was, you know, I was feeling a little bit of that nervousness before entering, but, you know, you get into that mindset of, you're in it, you gotta do it.
Right, yeah, you either got to slow way down and just, you know, keep the bike straight up going around it, or
Yep.
or what are you gonna do, you know, like pull over and be like, can you do it for me?
Yep, that's right. Please.
Funny. So is there anything else that you're kind of questioning? We probably got a, I don't know, something that, you know, maybe it'd only take a couple minutes to talk about.
Yes. Lane position.
Okay.
So, as I slowed down because that vehicle was slowing down, but now they're speeding up. Make up your mind. So, as everyone who watches these videos notice that I predominantly take the right side of the lane, which is kind of twofold for me. So the right side of the lane I feel safest with oncoming traffic, but then it's, well, what about traffic coming onto the street that's going to pull out in front of me? And then, but then the right side also feels like it has the most bumps.
Right.
So as a new rider, you know, I know you tell me, you know, you have the road and you can do what you want, and, you know, I'll give you the space and et cetera, et cetera. But now if I decide I get an itch to go out on my own, ow, I got air with that one. I mean, if I'm riding by myself, should I be in the right side or should I be in the left side closer to the center lane?
Yep. Come back next week and we'll talk about it.
I want to know.
I think we are out of time for this video. We will talk about that next week. So come back. I hate to cut you guys short, but it'll almost be a part 2. I don't want to make these videos too long. I'm looking at the camera. I know we got probably a good solid 10-12 minutes here. So we will talk about lane position next week. So if you are new to the channel and like what's the word I'm looking for? Watchering. If you are new to the channel and you aren't subscribed and you like watching motorcycle related content such as this, please go down, consider subscribing, ring the bell so you're notified for future uploads and activity. Put these videos out twice a week. And we got Mrs.TWOWHEELD learning the ropes.
I can do it.
So in the next episode, we will talk about lane positioning. So with that, peace out, our two-wheeled friends.
Woo!
I don't think I've ever said that.
I know.
And
mine is yours, right?
That's right.
Yours is mine.
Since you're on my Honda Shadow.
My.
Hey,
Huh.
this kind of makes me think of one of our last episode, and we had a subscriber say that we were having a vlogument.
Oh my god, that's the best word ever.
Yeah, so Chris, thank you for that word. I hope you were watching all the way through this episode to catch that, but I love that word.
That's awesome.
A vlogument.
Vlogument.
But anyways, we kind of rambled on after the closing. We'll talk about lane positioning next week, so talk to you later. Bye-bye.